Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We're live, by the way.
Oh, I'm over here looking at her Instagram. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I broke it, I think.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be crooked because these are crooked.
They're crooked, but anyway, because I can't even put them on over my glasses. So I don't know if I'm crooked or not because I can't even see the screen. But we're live. And wait, what did I say earlier? Good morning, puppets. That was from Mrs. Doubtfire, because she has her wicked monkey on her over her shoulder. So I just have wicked her.
I have a wicked monkey over my shoulder.
No, Mrs. Doubtfire does.
Oh, yes.
I have a wicked too. So before we go any further, off come the Halloween glasses.
And I need to go get my
she has to get her coffee. And I'll get my glasses on and refluff my hair and everything. And I have my Bones jack-o'-lantern shirt on, so we're very Halloweenish this week.
And honestly, this is like my bed head. I am serious.
Really?
Yeah,
God, what I wouldn't get.
I still have my pajamas on, y'all. Like, I'm just swamped.
Now, if we're doing this at my house, I'd still be in my jammies too. But see, I would have to drive over.
Bring breakfast every morning.
Yeah, but she never brings breakfast. I actually, So let's fly around the table. Flocker number 1,
Sue,
and flocker number 2 is Deb.
And you guys are the rest of
the rest of the flock.
You're the rest.
Pick a number and we'll know who you are from now.
Oh my gosh!
Episode 116, October 23rd.
And Sasquatch is here.
So you might see a sighting. See, that's why I didn't sit all the way over like I usually do, because we may want to get a sighting of Sasquatch.
We may get a Sasquatch sighting today. It is a possibility.
Know. It's just a here. Wait, excuse me, pardon me. Perpetual runny nose, Even in these post-COVID times, people look at you like you're crazy. Like, got to stay away from her because she's, got a runny nose.
Yeah, heaven forbid. Nobody's got any allergies anymore.
Right. No. I made my first foray into the dollar store this week in a long time.
Stop it.
Yeah, I did.
These are from last year. These are from last year. These are repurposed.
Yeah. Save, reuse. But that cute little tree you got to put your stitch markers on it? Well, look what they had.
They have little Santa
miniature lights. And they had little candy cane lights for your tree. Isn't that cute?
My tree is going up to Michigan.
Cool. See, now you have lights for it, so it'll be even better.
Did you give me a battery pack to go with them?
Oh, no, I didn't hit. I'll bring them next week.
Holy shit crap. No.
I left Mikey. Mikey has this thing for batteries. And
they're so cute.
Aren't they cute?
They were $1.
$1.25.
Oh, $1.25. Yeah, because inflation.
Yeah. And
those have little candy canes.
Candy canes on them. I think they have another set with Christmas trees, but I kind of thought that was redundant because they're already on a tree. So, and then these are for us for Christmas or whenever.
Ages 3 and up. Yeah, we're
close. We're on the upside.
That needs to go in our Christmas bag.
That goes in the Christmas bag. Yep. And then I brought you another present. It's so much fun.
We got Sweden. We're international. And I don't even know if Maggie's up there somewhere. But for sure, we're international.
And Karen,
San Antonio.
Karen.
Allergy capital.
San Antonio? Is it really
Colleen's on. Karen.
Is Colleen back? Are you back? Did you have a good cruise?
No. Hello from Miami Airport.
We're in the airport. And then at the Dollar Tree I went to, I've never even seen these at the other ones. But look, it's the cutest little book. You can put it in your knitting and write your notes on it and everything. So I saved you one. I had a good time.
Enter if you dare. Turn back now.
Yeah, I had such a good time. I haven't been in there for a while. So I think I spent $18 on stuff I don't need. So it's okay.
$18 on things you don't need.
They had a new pencil container, and
so you had to get a new pencil container.
Yeah, and then they had a new little square holder for my Post-it notes, which are in a nice stack, and they're all stuck together. But I thought it needed its own little holder so that it kind of. And then I bought a bowl for Tuesday. Sighting? Did we see one?
Well, maybe it was just me.
Oh, it's just you. You're anticipating it happening.
I am.
So yeah, I had a good time because I went to.
I had to go over to the dollar store the other day myself.
You did?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I
must be seeing things. I thought I saw him too. Maybe he's moving around. That's where Sasquatch
That's his
goes.
cave.
That's his cave.
That's his cave.
So.
There's too much light in there. He's melting. It's too warm.
Melting.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, has Hocus Pocus been a big thing this season.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention.
I saw the old one years ago, but I haven't seen the second one. So
I know nothing. I know nothing.
Sarah Jessica Parker and Bette Midler, but I always forget the third one.
Okay, I'm not in on
She's
that.
She's as lost as can be. So what are you gonna do? So, anyway.
Nope, don't even know.
So
I'm too busy.
So how's Miami Airport there, Colleen? Pretty good? It's always so much fun hanging out in an airport. Just, it's the ultimate.
Well, at least she has internet.
True, you do have internet. The sightings at an airport are pretty good sometimes.
I have often gotten interesting photo arrays from travelers.
Yeah,
Jamie likes to send me like bouffant hairdos from the Vegas airport. That happens a lot. It happens a lot. And they're usually like the taller the better, like Marge Simpson sort of beehive hairdos out of the Vegas airport. It's amazing.
Funny you should say that because I got my hair done this week and some lady was in there with Grandma, and Grandma had the scarf over the hair. Because she just had it done. I mean, it wasn't real tall, but it was up there, and you could tell that she had taken every piece of strand got ratted and rolled over and everything. And it was one of those silly scarves that you used to tie.
Yeah.
And you can only tie it,
just a teeny tiny little bow right
because
there.
You can't pull down on your hair. So I was hysterical. So yeah, I went a little darker this time, guys. Little highlights. This is like more my normal color. So this is close to my own color.
Okay.
And then she put highlights in it. So to me, the highlights are like the gray.
Right. Colleen says that the airport is busy, crowded, but she did get some coffee though. So.
Oh, good. That always helps having the coffee.
Yeah,
wow.
Could keep you going.
Wait, because that's like 10 after. Boy, she got off the ship and got to the airport quick. That's a good one.
She's a project manager. She knows how
to get things on there.
She knows how to do it.
Except I think it's John who does most of the planning. So
Maggie is on. So we are
totally international Sweden, from down to Australia, over to South Africa.
We got it
need
covered.
Somebody from Vladivostok.
Yeah.
In Russia.
Okay.
Here's what I found.
Oh,
she found somebody of her. She got you the person. It's all good.
You can always depend on Siri to get you where you need to go.
Right. Oh my goodness.
But we must have done it once because I sent one and it went off to a friend, and I think it was going the whole podcast, and she's not a knitter. And somehow it went to her in Michigan, and she had no clue. And so she called me later that evening and said, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, I got this wonderful text message from you that was just a mixture of words."
40,000 text messages.
Yeah, and she said it was all words. And it was like forever. It was like the whole 40 minutes from the conversation.
Oh, Lordy. That's
And she goes, that's what
crazy.
I kind of figured. It must have been something like that.
Yeah, it's just recording the
It was
conversation
just-
you're having
yeah.
with the girlfriend.
Because I
Yep.
must have said send at some point, and so Siri did exactly what we were
You're
supposed
just-
to do.
yeah.
So,
Mhm.
oh well, what can you
Oh,
say?
my gosh.
It's just one of my problems that I have in life.
Speaking of problems we have in life,
All right,
I had a crazy ass week.
she did, but she didn't tell me about it.
I didn't. I said
wants to
I
see
said
my
I want to
reaction.
see her reaction, so waiting until the podcast so she could be live with the reaction of my week.
So I wouldn't have to go, really? Yeah,
Well, she understands. I already know you understand.
I know. I mean, I understand because she knows that I would understand. And when I understand, she can be a little more
But this
forthcoming
is also
of the
relatable.
information.
This is also very relatable. with
Okay.
you. Okay. So Wednesday is date night
Right,
with the server at Friendly.
right.
Matt's my date. I bring
Yeah.
my husband
He
with
comes
me,
along
but you know,
to
whatever.
carry the stuff to the car
Yeah.
in case she has one too many. But I think
Right.
Matt makes your drinks. I think he just goes back and he goes.
He just, yeah.
It's a splash
He
of
doesn't-
water with the Southern Comfort.
No, he just puts ice cubes in it and calls that the water. And so I get there on Wednesday and there's something wrong with me. It's visible. Matt can see it when he's coming over. Jamie knows. Sasquatch knows. I'm just in pain. And I'm like, you can't bring that Southern Comfort to me fast enough, Mr. Matthew. That would be
Your
wonderful.
bag?
No, my mouth, like just in pain. So I literally have 2 cocktails, and I gotta go home because I'm just gonna start pounding these.
Just to get rid of the pain.
Yeah, just to get rid of the pain. So
Now I'm looking at your teeth, trying to figure out which tooth it is.
and she knows. So I came home, had a couple more cocktails, and then
At least you were home and
I was
safe.
at home and safe. And we have this liquid form of vitamin M
You do?
that you put underneath your tongue.
Oh,
It's legal here in Indy. It's legal in Indy.
okay.
It is. So I went, okay, we're gonna try that. Just
Just to see.
to get a good night's sleep, because at this point I can't call my dentist. They're closed.
Right.
So I wake up Thursday morning. And
You didn't have any trouble with this one?
I did sleep through the night.
And you didn't have any trouble? Like
No trouble, because it's CBD.
Yeah.
Whatever.
CBD.
Yeah. And I called the dentist and they said something's up, like big time. And my face was swollen too.
Oh,
So I
good.
go in. Oh yeah, cracked molar
No.
in the back.
I have one too.
And she was like,
We should have them pulled at the same time.
oh no, I
Then
can't
we
because
get
that's
off.
my only molar on that side, on the bottom.
God, now you can get it fixed.
Crown. So
There goes your.
Thursday afternoon. Okay. Not only that, it's infected.
Yeah. That's where you're getting the pain from.
And so I don't know if you know, but they in the back of your mouth where your jaw hits,
Right.
you know, your little joint there. That's where they put the Novocaine.
TJ.
It
Numbs.
numbs your entire side of your mouth.
Up to about this part of your nose.
Yeah.
Over.
She had to numb that 5 times. 5 times.
We are sisters.
Oh my God. I thought I was going to
Everyone
pull,
hurt worse. Yeah.
pull like,
Just
and
pull.
the dental assistant, she was easily my age or plus 10 years.
Okay.
Easy. She kept going, it's okay. On my shoulder, you guys. On my shoulder, she kept doing this. And I'm like, it's a good thing you're doing that, because if you weren't, I was going to be ripping your And then at one point she was like, if we can't get this numb, you're going to have to come back. I was about ready to punch her. I'm like,
not unless I'm getting like some major drugs. Yeah.
So at any rate, I do have a temporary in right now.
Oh my god.
But my jaw hurts so bad, guys.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because just sticking a needle into your jaw.
All that. And then 6 months down the road, all of a sudden you get this little bump back there and you know exactly what it was from and you get the pain all over again. And this is your last molar.
Yeah, because I had
the
very back one taken out.
Compatible the two of us are. Check this out. Shits this over here. I have a cracked tooth over here, but it's not infected yet. Okay, you had this tooth here. Okay, I had that tooth there.
We're
now
kindred
is that
spirits.
like
and then this is what's so funny. So the dental hygienist lady,
yeah.
I found out later that she only works there part-time. She has a full-time gig somewhere else. Yes.
Okay. The padding shoulder.
The padding shoulder. So she's doing double duty, 60 hours a week. Probably because she just loves doing it, because this is what she did. And to me, she goes, why don't you have that fixed? And I said, whoa, to be honest with you, I'm not made out of money. Like, I'm just going to be fair and honest, like $2,500 for a freaking tooth that it doesn't hurt anymore.
Right.
Because there was a root canal done on it. So there's no pain. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And she goes, $2,500. Do you still have the tooth? And I go, yeah, well, I brought it in the very next day and went, can you just glue this back in? And they said, no. And she goes, well, I can. Do you have it with you? And I go, yeah, probably. I've just stuck it in a baggie and put it in my coin purse. Like,
everybody always carries, we always carry spare teeth.
Well,
I don't
change my purse. So like, it's just like,
wouldn't you have a spare tooth?
I'm sure it's in my purse. And so she hands me my purse and lo and behold, the tooth is in there. So she's like, no, this is not permanent. I just want to let you know this is not permanent. And she proceeds to epoxy my tooth back in. And I said, wouldn't this be smarter to do after we do this with?
Right.
No, it's fine. Yeah, except then they put this block thing in to hold your mouth open and it proceeds to pop the tooth out, but not completely. So I'm on my way home and it jiggles and comes out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use super glue on this fucker. I don't really care. See?
Yeah.
Gibberish.
I know.
It's just gibberish.
But it's like every day. And some people out there may have had that experience either with a child or themselves, and then they're like thinking, why does this only happen to me? And then they get the story from us. It happens to us all the time.
Everybody. It happens to everybody. So in my pain over the week.
Did she give you pain medication?
Oh, this was great. So I got an antibiotic for the infection.
Of course, you got to get that clear up before they do anything.
And because I rated my pain at 8.5 on a scale of 1 to 10, and then I proceeded to describe it as I would rather go through childbirth again. And they go, we have heard that analogy before. Okay.
Yeah, every guy that comes in says that.
So she says, yeah. So the dentist says, I'm going to give you something for the pain too. And I went, oh, thank the Lord. Thank you. Because I've been just, Tylenol.
Sure. Trying to kind of do
vitamin M.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever. So I go over and get a fill, amoxicillin, and 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. Are you fucking kidding me, people? Why didn't you just tell me to take 4 Advil instead of 2? And that's what I had to pay for. I had to pay for that one because insurance didn't cover that. Of course not, because it's over the counter fucking medicine. For fuck's sake. they're so scared to give out
Well, yeah,
good
because they
painkillers
right.
that they're, missing the boat when
And
there's serious
when it's
pain going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
They don't have to give you 30. They can give you 10. They can give you 5. I mean, just enough to kind of, then you can cut them in half. That's what when she gives me mine, she's like, start out with half. But usually, I'm sorry.
See, this is why I wanted your first-hand reaction. Because at breakfast, didn't eat it at breakfast. So I told my husband, I said, for the next week or so, you are going to get mush food to eat. This morning, biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Last night it was squash.
And meatloaf.
And something else that was roasted beets. I'm like, it is nothing crunchy. I'm not doing
crunchy for a few days. Now, when you noticed this, did you like bite on something or did it just develop?
No.
It probably cracked a while ago.
It cracked the corner of it chipped off.
Okay.
A while ago. And I just like the center of it was, my mouth is a mess. I have no enamel left on my teeth.
Oh.
So like I have fillings and cavities and
me too.
And
I have 2 teeth that are actually are my own. They're one up here and that are actually my teeth.
I think that might be no, my fronts are mine.
Yeah, one of these mine, the other one isn't.
At any rate, anyway. I knew she was like,
yeah. See, but like I said, you travel with a tooth. You had the tooth, and then this bridge that I broke at Disney, I traveled with a bridge just in case. And I don't even think it would fit now, but it's right in my little carry-on bag just in case. Oh well, sorry guys. See, that's what you get.
Yeah,
you come here and
I was waiting for some real painkillers. That's yeah.
Well, your vitamin M will help. Yeah. It does. If nothing else, you don't give a shit.
Well, but CBD doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't do that to me, and I won't do the other stuff because it doesn't do the normal thing for me.
The new gels that they've got out, the numbing ones, the teeth.
Oh my God! So they do the strawberry thing.
See now why don't they send home some of that? Like those little sponges.
I said, good God, you don't put this in children's mouths, do you? Because I felt like it tasted like Everclear with into strawberry. Like, oh my God, can I just swish some Southern Comfort in there first instead? Because that tastes a whole lot better than this crap. Oh my God. It was like gasoline with a slight hint of strawberry to it. Wow. That is potent.
Well, I guess, that's one way a dentist could be able to tell whether or not you're just seeking drugs. If you can tolerate that, if you take that, then they know that you're in serious pain so that you're going to be. So she should have written for some of those pain medications. Ibuprofen. Yeah.
800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
But you've been on the antibiotic for a couple of days. So it should be a little bit better.
It is. But
your jaw sore.
My jaw is sore. Yeah. Like I don't even want to open my mouth that far.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be in trouble.
And I still have my little gappy mouth. But so I did find out that, well, at first it pissed me off because my work changed dental insurance and they didn't send me a new dental card. So when I go to the dentist and they're like, is everything still the same? And I'm like, yep. And they're like, well, you don't have any dental insurance. And I went, I've been paying for it. It took me forever
to get it all straightened out.
But at any rate, this dental insurance is way better than my old dental
insurance. Oh, good.
So where the last crown that I had literally was $2,500 for the crown itself.
Yeah.
This one with everything was $600.
It's gotten better. This one here, they do this wand thing and they and she made it and it was only, I think that's about what it was $600 or something. And this front one, yes, it's 5 teeth put together, was $6,000.
Yeah.
And so, but still, that's $1,200 too. And it's a bridge, but it was $1,200 tooth when you think about it,
Yeah.
here. And it was like, whoa,
Well, yeah. And that's a bridge. Why not just do implants?
I do have implants on both sides.
To hold the bridge.
Yeah, to hold the bridge. I have an implant here. I have an implant there. I have 2 over here. Yeah. Yeah. My sister's got bad teeth too. It's partly the gums, I think, or something. Now, my older brother,
with me, it's part genetics. My dad has bad teeth, and then I had braces. Well, all right, we'll go into a teeth story. So I had 2 baby teeth in my mouth, my eye tooth and stomach tooth on the right-hand side of my face when I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
And my dentist was like, that's not right. We need to pull those.
Of course.
So they pulled them, baby teeth, when I was
in high school.
16 years old.
Wow.
I had my senior pictures when I was a junior in high school. I had my senior pictures taken with 2 front teeth out. Thankfully, my uncle was my photographer, and he just whited them back in.
No wonder they look like fangs.
Then my dentist was like, oh, well, maybe your adult teeth are fused to the bone, and that's why they didn't push your baby teeth out. So we should probably schedule exploratory surgery at the Mayo Clinic to find out if your teeth are fused to the bone or not. So I go under at the Mayo Clinic, not knowing if I'm going to wake up with partials or being fitted for braces. No shit, no joke. At 16 or 17 years old, whatever. I woke up fitted for braces.
Okay.
So then I had to have a full set of braces as a senior in high school to pull in 2 adult teeth. And then having the braces taken off a couple of years later after the teeth were in and straightened out, it took off all of the enamel on my teeth.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Yeah. And then I came to find out that I had a great aunt who was 82 years old that still had 4 baby teeth in her mouth, and they were perfectly fine.
That's why I love my dentist. She's really good because she knows I have so many problems that she doesn't suggest things to me. She's like, just wait until it gets bad. And I said, how do you know for sure it's going to go bad? She just looked at me and she goes, come on. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. This poor lady, she was down in Fort Myers when she was trying to figure out how to anchor number 29. That's my bad tooth. You know it's bad when you know your numbers. Okay.
I'm not quite there, but I'm close.
Yeah. When you know the numbers of your teeth, 12 and 13. Yeah. I mean, and number 29 has always been my issue there. I have a whole room, my chart. It's like a whole show.
Wait, you know what? You should have a room in your house where you can wallpaper with all of the teeth x-rays. That'd be great.
How about the bills? That'd be more than anything. Put the bill up there on the wall so that you can see the extent of the
is actually
thing.
Just a freaking joke.
It's better than nothing when you come to think of it. Pays for a couple cleanings and it gets people in there if nothing else, which is good. We haven't addressed things like a lot of medical problems can be traced back to teeth problems. So you have to be really careful. Like if you have an infection in your mouth and it gets in your bloodstream, it can throw you into AFib, which mimics a heart attack. So,
which is why I would almost always have to take antibiotics before I went to the doctor.
I found all your good notes.
So in my week of bullshit.
Look at that! No, wait.
These are new up on Etsy. It's the hot pink. It's not hot pink on the thing here, but the ball is hot pink. And these are pink markers. It's a set. I also did these. She's all giddy.
This is the best. Check this out. Look at it's a fan.
It's a fan.
I always
they're like retro fan and retro, old school.
How great
telephone
set.
And you can do the closures, whatever you want.
And the thing is this really? I mean, I'm looking at it, even though it's a fan. It's a retro fan because now I even have like a Dyson. You know how they have the
Oh yeah,
Dyson?
it doesn't even look like a fan.
It doesn't really, yeah, but I have a portable one now.
Oh, stop it.
Seriously,
It's got
it's
fans
just like
on everything.
it's like a Dyson portable that you don't hear it. It just sort of blows air at you. It's really cool. It's the coolest thing ever.
Hello from where? Oh, does that say
Wait, I got Norway, you bet. That's our friend. I can't remember. Elliot was her name. Remember, God stolen or something. I mean, that it's probably different in Norwegian. It's like whatever. But sorry about that. I didn't mean
stupid
to be
American here?
to be rude, but yeah. I went in this week and I brought my Vindish pounds and my euros for the trip. Yeah. And Colombia uses pesos, so I can get them too. There
you go.
There we have it. So, yeah, I'm playing with her cookbook.
That was the other thing that I've been goofing around with again this week. This is the cookbook that I almost always go to if I know I'm going to be following a recipe. Mostly I cook by the seat of my pants, which is why I don't do a whole lot of baking.
Yeah, but she was pointing out, look, they're from 1895 to 1995. So it's a really cool thing. And you can serious. And most of like the meat recipes are ground beef and soup.
Yeah.
Which is really pretty cool.
It was my husband's grandmother's church cookbook. And she gave me a copy from the 1995 edition, which is the conglomerate of all of them over the years.
And there are really some fun ones in here when you think about it. And
there's some of them that it's like you just put in enough flour to make it come together, and you're like,
that's exactly what it says. I was reading a couple of them going, okay, this is not like I could do it.
Honestly, the best. It is honestly the best. So I made my husband some banana bread, which I get my recipe for my banana bread out of this book.
And she gets her chocolate chip cookie recipe.
My chocolate chip cookie is out of this one too. They're monster chocolate chip cookies. They have everything in them. And they give
you, really good lines here. Like true wisdom lies in gathering precious moments out of each day. I mean,
I said, I don't know if I've ever read those things on the bottoms of the pages before. That's the only thing she's reading.
And it says, happiness is like jam. You can't spread even a little without getting some on yourself. How cute is that? I mean, that's just like okay.
Just sweet.
For good. But when I was reading through this, it's like 2 pounds ground beef.
Sharon would love this one because there's a lot of recipes in here because a lot of the ladies started writing things down in like the 70s and 80s. 1970s, 1980s. Before that, when you're talking 1895 or whatnot, it is like it's flour and lard and
there must be like 16 different lasagna recipes in here.
In like the 70s and 80s, these ladies started getting the convenience foods, the Campbell's soups and that sort of stuff. And so there's a lot of recipes in here that include Campbell's soups or Jell-O or the pre-made things.
Well, the funny
so
the low-cal lasagna still has noodles in it.
Yeah,
still has everything.
But it's made with turkey, so that's what makes it low-cal.
Not low-fat cottage cheese or
no.
or any of that other stuff. Now you would use like zucchini noodles or something like that. And that actually works really well, and that tastes great. My mom used to make that for me because I really liked it. Zucchini really doesn't have any taste. It kind of picks up like tofu. It kind of picks up the taste that it's in.
I had a zucchini in my fridge that wasn't in plastic or anything, and so it had started to lose its moisture. It wasn't going bad. It was just shrinking a little bit, and so I peeled it and I grated it up and put it in my husband's meatloaf last night. So
no, that would be good. You wouldn't even know. It's just a little
extra moisture, and he gets more veggie.
Yeah, there you go. Because
and I get more veggie because I had it too.
Yeah,
I ate it too. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just losing moisture.
And that's what they do. They shrink then.
Yeah, they shrink.
So that's the cause of it. Loss of moisture. So it's a cause.
Well, yeah, because I didn't have it in a plastic bag or anything. I just had it in the refrigerator.
Oh. Does that go with anything that's kind of too like?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, if you leave it out long enough, it'll shrink.
It'll shrink. There.
It'll shrink.
We always revert. back
Okay,
to
so this is the other thing that I got last week,
that. I got it.
or maybe the week before. But I can't bring myself to make it into a stitch marker because it's bigger and heavier than what I was expecting it to be. But I do think it really needs to be a zipper pull or a bag adornment for your knitting
Or
bag.
on a keychain.
Or on a keychain or something. Because look at this, guys.
Look, it changes color.
It's an LED.
Isn't that the best? God, you got to order some of those for me. I need to have a dozen.
I got a bunch of them.
Good.
I got a bunch of them. But they're heavy. They're like,
Yeah.
they're heavier than a marble.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they would
So I
pull
think
really.
I think they need to be.
I mean, you could use it at the end, maybe once, but even then, that's still probably
it's
no. But they just need to have a clicker to go with it so that it would like light up in your bag. Like, oh, look, I can find my yarn.
Yeah, I couldn't even put them on tip huggers. That would be just too. It would be too. They're heavy. It's heavy.
They are heavy.
It's solid glass, and then there's a battery in it too. So.
Yeah. Just got to figure out something to do these because these are amazing. Everybody needs to have one of those. Maybe a keychain. I'll look through my findings at home and I can always drop something off for you.
Yeah, I don't know. And I was skeptical when I purchased them.
But you gotta try if they're not too overly
because I'm ordering them
expensive.
online, and so I don't know. So I didn't order a ton
There's
of each
your little
one.
hot pink one.
Those are a lot smaller than what I was anticipating when I got them, and I was happy about it.
And there's nothing. They're heavier
there's no
than
weight
these.
to them at all.
There's I don't know how they did it, but there's a really good top on it. See, kind of,
totally.
but it's just super, super light.
Yeah.
So it really adds,
Yeah. And so
nice.
that I did as a set. You can get either the rings by themselves or you can get it with the marker. I didn't do the marker individually. And I'm going to tell you guys why.
So you want to share that with
I want you guys to know. I probably am going to limit the amount of single stitch markers in Etsy because of this. I'm not going to change my price of shipping, but Etsy has.
Oh.
Etsy has upped the cost of shipping. And so
it's tough when you have singles.
If I have a single marker sale, which happens quite frequently, and I'm only charging $2.50. Here's what Etsy does. Etsy takes 6% plus 25 cents.
Okay.
And then they
So
charge
that's
you
37 cents.
Then they
off
charge
of it.
you and then they charge you a processing fee.
Right. Them.
No, me.
You. Oh.
Me.
And you're the one processing it.
Well, no, they're processing the credit card.
Okay. So on a $2.50,
I send a thank you card with every order,
Sure.
and I'm not going to change that just because they're only getting one. There's the bag that it goes in.
Sure, yeah.
And then everybody gets a free stitch marker, no matter how little or how much you purchase. And the label and the time and everything. Yeah. And I charge $3.50 for the first item and 50 cents thereafter, and free shipping at $35. But most of the shipping now, especially on the western side of the US and the far eastern side of the US, is over $4 for me to ship.
Really? That's how bad it's
you
gotten.
guys paid $3.50. I paid $4.25.
Wow.
So another 75 cents off of my $2.50 sale. So that's why.
Right.
Not
going to go down.
I'm just going to have to limit the one thing. And I'm not going to, I just won't raise that.
No,
I
I
just
kind of,
I
yeah.
can't. I
I
can't
know.
do it. I can't do it. So
Yeah.
the shipping is going to stay the same.
Yeah.
But we're going to have things like it's 2 markers.
Yeah. 2 markers in a set.
And I'd rather charge you guys $4 for 2 markers. You get a better deal.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily go in the hole on a sale.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is what it is. So that's another reason why
things like that.
You get
that's
this.
a cute set, guys. That would be great.
It is a great set.
Yeah. And if you don't even if you don't need all of these in a project,
you can get that, and you can. I give you guys a better deal the more you get. So
yeah.
So that one you can get it in 10, 20, 30, or 40 rings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have all these spares.
And you can get the rings separate if you want.
Sure.
That's fine.
Sure.
You can get the rings separate.
Yeah. Well, I like the Progress Keepers. I mean,
I don't ship out of the US yet.
Not yet.
I have to really see how it's going to go with that. I'm a little scared about shipping out to the US. I shouldn't be, but
you shouldn't.
I shouldn't be, but I kind of am.
The problem with it is that I never know where there's that VAT tax, because those guys have to pay a tax on it when they get stuff shipped in. Yeah. I know in Ireland many years ago, we stayed at this B&B and she was a sewer and she couldn't get, she had to buy more than what she needed with one fabric. That was before Etsy really was out there. It was like 2010.
Yeah, I think Etsy pretty much takes care of it. I'll probably look into it and see if I can.
She said when she comes home, they come home with an empty suitcase and then they just go back with the suitcase. And sometimes people at customs notice it and sometimes they don't, with all the stuff that they would normally have to pay VAT tax on. Yeah. And we get it back, but you have to fill out this. It's very confusing. So I don't do it anymore. I just they can have that. I'll just let them go ahead and go with it, go ahead and do it. But see, Progress Keepers are good because look, last week, this is how much I got done on my green one.
Are you going to move your stitch marker up this week?
Yeah. When I start working today. Actually, I think I have a Darth Vader. Maybe I'll put Darth Vader up here, and do that. And then,
or if not, I think you have a friend that
I think I have a friend that I can get one from. But I'm getting there. But Karen got it off the needles. But I'm getting there, and it comes like to here.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
you're getting there.
I'm getting there, and
I ran out of my skein this week.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So you have to move on to the next one, huh?
I think I'm gonna go to sleeves.
Yeah, give yourself a little bit of a change. Maybe because if you're
spending... how much I did this week, guys. I did actually get a little bit more this time. Maybe that's because I didn't sleep. But then my mouth was hurting.
But when you go around and around on the sleeve, you might feel like you're making a little more progress.
Possibly.
An hour of going on a sleeve, you might make, versus
but I also might do one more skein on the big body part of it, and then work on sleeves when I go up.
Oh, when I go
up to Michigan,
right? Yeah, that'd be good.
Or I might just do crochet squares up there.
Oh, because you got your granny square.
I got my granny square stuff.
And I looked into yarn for the one. I think it's called.
I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet, but
I'm looking at a sweater in crochet that.
The Expression Fiber Arts one?
Yep.
Yes.
And I've looked at some yarn, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start this because
you've looked at some yarn in your stash.
Yes. But since it's vacation, I figure I can go to Joann's or Hobby Lobby and pick up yarn for this because that doesn't count because I don't have 3,000 yards of, cheaper yarn.
Well, but do you have 3,000 yards of non-cheaper yarn?
No, nothing
Not
that
total.
Would kind of total. No, no, nothing that would kind of go the whole way. So I kind of thought, what cat?
The sweater. This is
CAITRI, and it's still free on her website. Expression Fiber.
That she was wondering what this one is. This is
something simple.
Is it something simple?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a fade, or it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be a fade.
Something simple.
Something simple. It's called Something Simple. My my gauge worked out to just, it's a simple raglan. And my gauge just happened to work with that particular pattern. Something Simple is done with 2 fingerings held double, and then you
it's like a DK. Yeah.
You switch out one and fade it down. I'm not doing that. This is like almost like worsted.
Okay.
Maybe DK. But my stitch count worked for the pattern. And so I didn't have to rewrite a raglan sweater.
Right.
Just because,
Right. That.
So Something Simple, but.
And she's going to leave all the stitch markers.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just adding one for each week. So y'all can see.
It's a good thing you have a source too. So.
Yeah. I have an unlimited supply of progress keepers.
Yeah, so I will break my moratorium and get enough if I decide to do the sweater. It's on Expression Fiber Arts, and it's great because it's crocheted. It's double crochet.
It's crocheted in flat pieces,
too. It's the panel back.
Panel for the back, and then the sleeves are done in the round.
And you pick up the sleeves, and you could probably measure it out and do them in a piece as well.
Yeah, you probably could.
So I figured if nothing else, maybe if I could get the back and maybe one panel, because I'm not going to take all the yarn.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
That's
take
in the
all
time.
the yarn.
But I am going to break the moratorium if I decide to go ahead and do this, because I think this would be good. Because this is something like on the plane, the boat, on a bus, I'm going off, you can just kind of sit and do without thinking.
Mm-hmm. I think that would be. Is that done in like DK or worse?
Yeah, it is done in sport.
DK.
So sport.
DK.
So I kind of thought, Hobby Lobby or Joann's, and just kind of see.
And
I think I'm going to go a color.
Even just the measurements of the thing. Yeah. I would so be tempted to do a mishmash cardigan with fiddle bits
I have to admit, that is one thing that I was thinking,
or to just take a couple, we all have it. We all have a ton of fingering weight. Mm-hmm. 1 skeiners, 2 skeiners that they're all just sitting there. Mm-hmm. You can break those up.
Yeah.
I can wind up half of that and put it with half of another one.
I actually have some of those.
That would be great.
Those ones we used to get the little pieces every month, the little, those sort of things. And I have a beige yarn that I bought to go with those, and I could use those and hold together, to get that. That'd be kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
So I might do something like that.
I think that would be great.
Because I have all these projects that I didn't finish from the last cruise that I need to finish for this cruise.
She was asking the color of this. It's actually peach. Our color on here, I don't know what it is, whatever.
The color doesn't come really good because this doesn't look anything like pinky mauvey, and here
and this is definitely peach, not even close to the same color tone,
but yet it kind of looks like it's in the same family. This is
orange and peach.
Yeah, see, and this is the pom-pom to my Notorious Amy. And Notorious Amy, I'm so sorry, you've been sitting in a bag for months. You didn't even know that, did you? Since I got back from Alaska.
Well, she's a bag lady anyway.
Well, I think so too. Yeah. She got her stuff together. But I was making the mitten, remember? See, I was making it. But now I think I'm just going to mimic this pattern.
Yeah.
And take this out and just mimic it so I can get the mittens done for Notorious Amy and finish the stuff that I had in Alaska on this cruise and add the sweater in because I think, Yeah. I'm trying to talk my sister. She's a great crocheter. And I'm trying to talk her into doing that sweater because I think it would be great.
I think it'd be cool.
But she's been coming on Tuesdays to our knitting group every once in a while. Yeah. But she brings her cross stitch. Mm. And so which I guess has been one of those works in progress for about 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
They're little ornament things that you make.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so she said she's thinking she might take that because she says she can't live in the casino. Only
Well,
partially. She can only go visit.
Really.
Sometimes she lives in the casino. but
I
everything.
go visit my money in the casino.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I go
Yeah.
visit my money in the casino.
Well, she's kind of hoping since this is a brand new ship, they might be a little better about giving out a little bit more, so she's kind of anticipating that. So anyway, I got that all set
Okay.
and I got all of our stuff.
When do you go?
The 1st of November.
The 1st of November.
Mikey's going to drive us to Chicago because I didn't want to spend $600 on 32-minute plane ride.
Yeah, right.
It's only like 35 minutes. You're up and down.
Right.
And I said, can you drive us? And he was like, yeah, but this was months ago when I asked him if he would drive us. And now he's really busy, but he's going to drive us anyway. So, but we have to get to the airport really early because he's going to drop us off about 4:30. So he's not getting home too late.
Yeah. Well, I understand that.
I said, and I'm sorry. I said, you're going to be hitting Chicago traffic.
Yeah, he is going to be hitting Chicago traffic.
But he said he'll probably come home the longer way through Joliet and then cut the back roads and stuff because he said that might be a little easier and then he's not stuck sitting on the road,
He could almost go over to Rockford and go down through Champaign. It would be the same
thing.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, Notorious Amy, if you're watching, hopefully when you see this.
Is that a Hobby Lobby? No?
Knit and crochet. I don't know where I got it. It was $5.99.
It was all of $5.99. Well, you just
and it just sort of
happened
together.
to be perfect for it.
Yeah, it's got the hook so I can put the button and everything on it. I think all pom-poms should have the snaps already on.
Yeah,
pom-pom makers, you guys can do it. With the machines, you can go. There's a machine or something that they can get it in there. I mean, you have to use an upholstery needle, and you're poking way over here to get through it. And so, yeah, I put them on, but I don't.
This you can pull through the hat and put the button on the inside of the hat.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So at least it has that. Sometimes you get the cheaper ones that doesn't even have that.
Anything.
Or they have the teeny tiny little thing and you're trying to get, half this size through there with a tied on. And that's when I get the sewing machine out and I'll put an extra piece that's red on either side so that I can tie it on the top. My niece, I gave her a hat. You gotta love these kids. Genius, right? Dean's List the whole time through school and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She finally, the hat turned in kind of like this, and she saw the string with the bow on the button, right? And the button. And so she was wondering, like, what the hell is this? And she pulled it, and the pom-pom fell off.
Of course it did, yeah.
So then she's like, how do I put it back on? I said, you tie the bow. I got it in the mail. These geniuses out there. That's okay. She just wanted me to stay involved in her life.
Yeah. Right.
She wanted me to know. And I washed it too and reblocked it. So it was all clean for the winter, It's funny.
Because that reminds me, I still have Tori's green and brown Musselburgh over there. I haven't mailed it to her yet. She's already gotten snow. I should be a good mama and send that in the mail to her.
Well, we had snow on Monday.
I know.
We did. And then it turned 70 degrees.
And now it's 70 degrees outside. People wonder why we have seasonal colds.
I know. I thought I was getting one the other day and I was really pissed. I was ready to shoot somebody, but I didn't. I was calm, reserved.
Calm, cool, and collected.
Sort of. Well, the other thing is the bugs that are left. Now we've had a hard freeze, so hopefully this week, but they're biting everything. I walked out to the shed and
it's because they're pissed. They're like, y'all this up. I was supposed to have another 3 weeks before I had to,
I had to go
pop out these babies and put these eggs away for the winter.
So, and the squirrels have been super, super active and aggressive. God, this is amazing.
What the hell do you do with these things?
I told her a keychain. Maybe we could make like special you could get a lobster claw. You have to go over to Michael's and see what they have in the findings department and see how many, you can do that with. I love it. I want 18 of them. I'm going
I
to put
probably
in
have just 18 of them.
I'll buy them from you all, and I'll have Mikey do something. Mikey, put some wire on this for me, will you?
And use it for what though? Like I couldn't. They would be too heavy for earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be.
Yeah.
They're
They're
heavy.
Know.
They're heavy. That's too heavy for an earring.
That's too heavy for. Yeah, you would have down here, but yeah.
I think it's too heavy even for an ornament on one of those mini trees.
Yeah, because your tree limb's going to go like this, unless you stick them right in the center, like in the stick part.
Yeah, a necklace charm, but
it's heavy too for the necklace charm. I bought these things for my iPhone where you put it in where you take your case and it holds it has a little strap thing here so you can wear it around your neck.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, holy crap, talk about heavy. You got your phone. I figured if nothing else, I put a wristlet on mine so that I can put it around my wrist and that would work.
I think this needs to have like an industrial size, like hooky thing that you can put on the side of your knitting bag. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I know, you could just do one of these. Here. For your knitting bag.
a light bulb.
A light bulb with a light bulb pin. And then you pin it to your bag.
You pin it to your bag.
Maybe.
Well, you can have that one.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. It's purple even.
See, look. And then you can just twist it. And then when you need to look in your bag, you could just take it and put it in your bag. And
shine it as a light.
And then you have it until it starts flashing and you're like, hey, wait, no.
Then you're having a seizure.
See? You can have a disco party.
You could use it as a charger for the glow in the dark tip huggers.
Those would be good. Yeah. Because then you'd have all these little dots in your bag as you're walking through the airport, and they're all like, what's in that bag? There you go. How fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
It's been a crazy one.
But we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
We're still functioning, I think.
Kind of.
Yeah. So I'll take pictures and show everybody when that. I couldn't resist. I didn't get any more new Halloween stuff. Nothing. Oh, except I did get a funky bowl for Tuesday night. We're having a gathering on Tuesday night. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we are.
Yeah. So
I need to get some chips.
Oh, you picked a tough one. If I hadn't gone to Aldi and
I know.
So I go Halloween pasta, I wouldn't have volunteered to make a pasta salad. But I found a Hidden Valley Ranch one. That's super easy. So
be fine. You're making a pasta salad?
I'm making all I have to do is boil the pasta al dente. You take some sour cream and the Hidden Ranch, you put it together, and then you put some chicken and bacon, and you mix it all together.
Don't do it to al dente. Cook the fucking noodles until they're done.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not re-cooking it.
Oh, okay. So okay. And then I'm going to stop and buy the pre-made chicken.
Of course you are.
And the bacon.
Of course you are.
And then and I have some cherry tomatoes that I'm going to cut up and put in. Good ones.
Yeah.
Cherubs. And so that's going to be our holiday salad in a Halloween bowl. It'll look really good. And I'm taking all my Coach bags. I cleaned up all my Coach and Dooney and Burke and Bear Bradley. So there's like easily 45 bags. I don't know if Sharon realizes that. She didn't hear it. You won't tell Chicken Sharon.
You have like 45 bags.
Oh, I'm not kidding. Some of them, a lot of them were my mom's too. Yeah. That she gave me or I, and
how much money am I going to have to bring?
Well, I know where to find you. So I'm going to have to bring receipts here because the IRS will be on my case because, wait, you made all that money on,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'll take it to the casino and then
that'll
the
money
part of my gambling
okay,
money,
I gotcha.
So, and then.
Or do I just keep the money until we go on our trip?
You could
and then you'd be like, okay, cough off that $75
you could probably have whatever you need because I just got the coolest toys ever. See, so it doesn't matter. I'm easy. I'm not cheap, but I I don't know if I'm either one of those things. I'm complicated.
You know, I do have some. I have a thought now on those. I have some Christmas tree. No, you're not. You're taking a fan and
a phone.
and a phone.
Okay. See, so you can pick out whatever you want.
Right. I have some Christmas tree.
So does Norway and Sweden and Maggie, do you guys
South
like Coach?
Africa?
Do you like Coach, Dooney and Burke? I can, I don't know. Well, I think they do have them over there. Sorry, you
Of
probably
course they
have great
do.
Italian stuff too.
They have better Italian stuff
Yeah,
than we have. We have crap here. Never mind. You probably
I
have
was
better
gonna say
Dooney
one
and Burke
too,
and
but
better
you probably
Coach too.
Yeah, I have to admit, when we were in Italy and we found the fashion district,
But they have
my
better. They have
God.
better.
My mom went in and tried on shoes because
Oh,
she has
yeah.
a shoe fetish, and she thought they were just amazing. But that's her knee started giving her the issue around that time, and
Yeah.
so walking in them wasn't bad. She even tried on heels, even in, let's see, that was like 2000, and I don't know. She was in her 80s, and she still had good looking legs, but she had chicken legs. My sister has chicken legs too. My sister.
Yeah, we have
looking-
crap clothes. We have crap shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just don't have.
I need to
nice
go to
stuff.
Italy just to get some shoes.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
That Italian leather, it's like butter. It's better than butter. So.
Probably one of my favorite Coach purses is with it's soft.
Like a calf's liver? Calves.
Calves.
leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
And it was like distressed
Nice. Even
to
better.
begin with.
So
And
you
it
don't
looked
feel-
kind of like a 1800 saddlebag for a horse.
Nice.
And that's why I loved it. I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And but I'm cheap. I'm a cheapskate. I don't like spending money.
I have to admit, most of the ones you're going to see were bought on sale or at the outlet or,
But that's probably one of the only. Well, no, I bought a couple Coach purses full price now, but that one, my husband said, "No, we'll take it." He just bought it, and I still have it to this day. It's still one of my favorites.
See, she was saying Expression Fiber Art. She must live out with there. And she said that about 10 minutes away. And she still has to pay for shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a great website. She has good yarn. Her pearlescent fingering is so soft and so nice. And her cash silk is amazing. And I have that if I decide to do a sock. But I wasn't sure. Now, Colleen, I know you'll be home, so I can tell you if I do a sock, and then you can kind of help me out, because I have to be able to send somebody a text. What the fuck did I do wrong? Going round and round is okay, but boy, once you get down to the bottom there, then I'm not so sure about that. But I can maybe go round and round and then bring it home. That could be something too. Yeah.
For socks?
Yeah.
You can't read a pattern into a heel and gusset? I mean,
I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't cross over. I'm not really that smart.
Do you really think, though, that you could get through 2 socks all the way down to the heel?
Well, I've done one sock. It's a slipper sock, and I got to the toe.
No, but I'm saying on your cruise, do you think you could have 2 done all the way down to the heel?
Oh, yeah. Round and round and round and round. Yeah. Because that'd be like a mitten. That'd be like my
But
mitten.
you have other things that you brought with you.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
Anyway.
But the last one, you have to remember, the Alaskan cruise, I had the husband. So you didn't have the same opportunity that I will with Gail. She won't come looking for me unless, And the only problem with Gail is...
Unless she can't find her medication.
Right.
Then she'll come looking for you. Where did I put this?
Or she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's playing games and she's got the TV on. And then I wake up and it's, oh, did I wake you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had to get up and pee anyway. And she's like, you want to go get a cup of coffee? Then I know it was intentional and she was lonesome. So then we get up and we go upstairs, sort of thing. Most of the time she doesn't do that too often, but she does every once in a while, especially if she's had a bad couple of nights in the casino, then she sticks around in the room.
Oh yeah, because she just
Yeah,
3 in a row.
No, can't do that. She has to kind of break it up a little bit, so maybe her streak will change, sort of thing. So yeah, that's how it was when we first started traveling together, because she was still working night shift. And I know this too, because I was a night shifter as well. I woke up every day at 3:30 in the morning to go to the bathroom, because it was about the time I went to dinner. So that was the first chance I usually got to pee. So you don't drink a lot at night. And anyway, so it was like, yeah.
Colleen says that she thinks the toe up is easier.
Toe up's easier. Okay. Well, I'll check and see what the one pattern. I think I just need to do the basic round and round, just a sock. Nothing fancy. No extra.
Well, you
stuff.
can just do a tube and do the afterthought heel. I mean, they crank out tubes for a sock blank, and you can just do the whole. You could just round and round and round a whole skein of yarn, and then cut in later your heel, your toe.
No, but I'm thinking more like toe up, because I have fat calves, and so I need to figure out where I need to stop and how I need to increase, to get around the fatness of it. Whatever. I think we are kind of getting a little.
We're getting a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's a good expression.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah.
It's an 80s kid coming out.
I think it's still coming every once in a while. I think you see them in the commercials. So anyway, sorry you didn't get a Sasquatch. You want me to call him out?
No.
Okay.
No. He might be sleeping.
That's true. He does.
Hibernating.
It is the season to hibernate.
This is the season to hibernate.
Okay, so you'll see me next week, and maybe next week I'll give you some history facts about Halloween.
Oh yeah,
just
because
we are public service announcers, so we have that. Oh, and by the way, if you're thinking about the cruise, Celebrity is running that special with 75% off the second person. So go ahead, and if you're still thinking about it and you missed that one, they're running it again this weekend. So
awesome sauces.
And then after the first of the year and stuff, we'll kind of mention a few more things every once in a while about that and get ready to go. So we'll have it. So number 2 flock says, have a good week. And number 1 flock says,
happy creating.
There you go. Oh, was that sweet? God, is this kid like the most amazing thing you've ever met in your life? I mean, talent, brains, beauty.
No, whatever. Shut up.
The hair that's just won't quit.
Snaggletooth.
Yeah, that's right. You do that.
Yeah.
See, I did too, but I got that fixed.
Yeah.
Because I opened my mouth more than you. Never mind. Okay.
She does have a big mouth.
Hey, it's proportional to everything that's going on. I'm not like big teeth or anything. Like who was it? The Osmonds? Yeah. All right. See, I learned my lesson. If I hadn't added that little blurb, I would have gone straight to the red button. See you all next week.
Have a good weekend.
Enjoy your football games.
Yeah.
Not you. You don't get to enjoy your football games because you don't watch football games.